We are officially in Capricorn season. This is a very practical time for all of us. It doesn't matter really the sign. It will really shift our focus from having fun and being this inspirational guru for other people. Now is the time for you to shift that focus onto yourself and onto your career. However, for each and every rising sign, it's going to mean different things, because remember that your Capricorn house will determine where that energy is going to be amplified for you. Capricorn is about being practical, taking care of daily matters, your health, restructuring what's not working, rebuilding or building something new, and letting go of old structures. If you have Saturn and Capricorn house, those houses will be highlighted, and that's where your focus is going to be placed. Capricorn rules the 10th house, as well as Saturn, right? Planet belongs to the 10th house, and Saturn is very disciplinarian. Saturn wants you to be disciplined, to persevere no matter what's going on. Like, it's very, very important for you to understand Saturn energies, and instead of complaining, using Saturn to your advantage, because Saturn has this logic, right, where the more you persevere and don't give up, regardless of how many obstacles you meet, the better the results, the outcome, because Saturn will bless you with everything, but he wants you to be practical, disciplined, and restructure the routine. Let go of the old things, and maybe even go to the traditional way of doing things. Like, the simpler, the better. So think of how you want to structure your day in order to achieve your goals on a larger scale. Like, with Saturn energy, right? It's not about short-term goals. It's long-term success in the career sense, and finances. It requires some evaluation of what worked and what didn't work in the past, so that you make the right choice and plan out properly. Not like Aries initiating things and then stopping them, especially for Aries rising. You have Capricorn in the 10th house. That's over, okay? So you got to get the shit done. But for this, you have to be very careful with your health, so that you are able to get these things done, as especially the old projects, something that you've been wanting to do, but you've been putting it off because of other stuff, right? Getting in the way, like relationships. So now is a great time to actually let all of that stuff go. Build the new structure. You will feel a lot of confidence and changes. You'll be perceived as very reliable, and build someone who can lead people. And your career might take off as well. For Libra risings, it's going to be in the 4th house. To restructure your home and family, you will have to rethink of reevaluate the old structures that you lived by, the routines that you've had in the past, which you'll have your Saturn in the 6th house, and having 6th house in Pisces for Libra risings is adding a little bit of cloudness in the routine. So this is a great time to take the bull by the horns and change something, and actually take practical actions. Enough of dreaming, enough of being pulled in different directions by people. This is the time for you to really, really think of what kind of home and family you want to create for yourself, so that it supports your growth. It supports your career growth, okay? Because for Libra risings, it's important to have a very comforting, compassionate, that loving energy in the home and family environment, because a lot of them work from home, I noticed, affected by the home and family, because they grew up with Capricorn energy in the house. So they need to develop a opposite, okay? So now will be the time for you to even go back in your past, in your childhood, to understand how you grew up and whether you want to live like that, okay? Have the same structure that you grew up with. Now, for Cancer rising, you guys will have it in the 7th house. So you might meet a partner, actually, someone who will give you that light energy, or shine light on something, because that's what Sun will do. Sun will shine light on something that you forgot about, right? Or stopped talking to someone. They will reappear in your life. Mercury retrograde, I'm not suggesting you to go back to your exes, but you will have to really rethink how you communicate with other people. You come off to other people. What is the role that you're playing in other people's lives? You'll have to also rethink whether you are giving too much or too little. The equal balance should be restored in your relationships. You will have to restructure also routine with your partner to the one that actually works for your career, goals. Because your partner or partners, business partners, and even other people in general, depending on where the ruler of the Capricorn is, may have been distracting you, and family members with their stuff, with their emotional problems. It's time for you to just switch that attention onto yourself. Capricorn rising, obviously, would be in your 1st house. And also, you guys have Mercury in retrograde, but until until the end of this month, but move back to Sagittarius, and yeah, stuff will change a little bit. Sun in the first house, right? Like, it's all about appearance. First house is appearance, is how you look, is your personality, even thinking, how you come off to other people. You may be or start focusing on your appearance and how people are perceiving you. Study psychology to understand people better. I have a Sagittarius in the 12th house, right? And when Sun was in Sagittarius, I don't think it was very easy for you to connect with other people or even do your routine work. So now is the time to literally reevaluate all you've been doing up to this point. See what works and what doesn't. Remove all the shit that don't work for you in your routine, because you were kind of clouded when the Sun was in the 12th house, or you went into spirituality and soul searching, but it kind of took you away, your attention away from practical matters, right? So that's why this is like restoring energies. You will feel on fire because, Sun in the first house is really, it's exalted because first house is Aries house, right? Aries belongs to the first house, and Sun is fifth house. When Sun is in Aries, it's like feels like Sun in Aries, because Aries is exaltation. So you're gonna be on fire. You're gonna shine very bright. You may also get noticed by other people, by partners, romantic. Look really good, and exude that magnetic energy to other people. Also, somebody may notice you for what you do or your skills and talents, and it will somehow change your routine. So definitely, take the time for yourself. Enough of focusing on your emotions or other people. Now is the time to completely take over your life.